Hello everybody, welcome back to Wallaby Racing League. We are here tonight for Tier 1. It is time for the back-to-back at Silverstone. For Tier 1, the first back-to-back of the season of 2. We've got Zandvoort coming up in a couple of weeks' time. So it's going to be an exciting night ahead of us. We got the normal layout up first, and then we will have the reverse following. So it should be good. We're going to have a look at the driver standings and constructor standings and the results from last week, if I can find it. There we go. So, Fat Cat did win the last race. He is currently on a 2-race winning streak. And he's now slowly mounting up a championship challenge, just 28 points away from championship leader Viper in the Red Bull. Poor race last week for Viper, you can say. So we shall see if he can improve this time around. Anyway, level on points is Jono and Viper up top, so this will be exciting to see what those two can pull off for us tonight. Also, Potato mounting a challenge left for dead. It's really open, to be honest, between the entire top 6. You can even include Abyss in there as well. Slightly far back now, but things can change very, very quickly, as evident in a lot of the races that we've had this season. Constructors, Red Bull still lead, but Sauber are definitely closing in on them and mounting a challenge. So, Silverstone tonight, 2 races, essentially double points if you think about it. So it's going to be very interesting to see who makes the most of it. Alrighty, so who is going for a lap first? We have Manrai making his return. Yeah, that is true. They are doing pretty good at the moment in the league. I can't remember where they are on the overalls, but now what I'm going to do from next week, I'm going to actually add the overalls into the streams. I think that, like what I do with the standings, I think I'm going to do add the overalls as well. That'll be a cool little thing to do. Obviously it would have changed big time because there's 3 tiers before this, but hey, you never know. Could do pretty good. So, Manrai making his return, Belgium race winner. Hasn't raced in a little while, so good to have him back. We've got Aussie Monero reserving from Tier 2, same with Aban. And we also got Jack Humphreys making a return back to Wallaby as a reserve. I don't know if he's raced too much before or not. It's been a little while since he has raced, so good to see him back in action. Anyone else? Hilly as well is back racing this week for the Mercedes. So good to have some reserves stepping in as Wingy Woo gets us off the mark. 26.348 to kick things off. Very quickly gets passed by Manrai with a 25.9 banker. Tier 2 pole last night was a pretty good lap from I can remember. It was like a 25.7, I think. It could have been quicker, but I'm not too sure. It was an absolutely insane lap, and Jono goes to the top with a 25.8. Left for dead. Starting a lap now. MJ Roller about to finish his teammate. Jack Humphreys about to come across the line. We'll see what he can do. And if the 25.7 goes to the top, Jack Humphreys. Good lap from him. Potato as well onto the front row. So some pretty competitive lap times so far with Ferrari Pro getting involved. And Aussie Monero, 26.1. Tier 2 driver. We had Uffenhoff last week showing the Tier 1 boys how it was done for the majority of the race. As he was actually doing really well last week. Oof. And good to see Aussie Monero up here as well. Ooh, Fox Chillo. That's a good lap. 0.2 faster than the rest, almost 2.5 tenths. And that's a good time, good benchmark. So we'll see if the others can match, as we'll see Left 4 Dead is the only other one to haven't not finished a lap, who has started the laps. So we'll see what he can do out of the final chicane. Got to be careful on traction there. And he's on for a great lap, isn't he? 25.4. That is a great time there. So good to see him back in form. These two looking very good. As we know, the nice little rivalry that these two have picked up over the last few seasons of Wallaby. And we've seen them both at this moment in time back in what seems to be pretty good form, as they sit quite far ahead of the rest of the field. Get some support from the other guys, Tudor and Hunter. How we doing, guys? And Jinx Infinity, hope you're all having a wonderful evening or day wherever you're in the world. Yeah, it's pretty split, but I can. Why can't I? Okay, I'm gonna go left. Okay, that's fine. I can go up for some reason in the grid, but yeah, it's pretty spread out at the moment. But if we look at the gap, it's only like half a second from down to 7th, and that will change as well as we get further on in the session, especially when drivers go out for their second and final runs. Strategy should be medium hard here. I think that's a no-brainer, to be honest, as we have some drivers going out early, Ferrari Pro and Man Rai. Seeing what they can do. MJ Roller has started as well. So lagging a bit the whole. Oh my god, I went past him once and it lags. What's going on with my trigger loads? What's happening? Flubber! I didn't even realise this. P3! That is a good lap from him considering where he was last week. And that is a great lap time. New McLaren full-time driver. So good to see him up there, being competitive. Ferrari Pro getting ready for their lap. Same with Viper. Hello, Roshan. Welcome to the stream. How are we? Unfortunately, Coda is not going to be here tonight, so we have Roshan to fill in with the bro terminology. I came up with a perfect one the other day in Tier 2 chat. I called, I said to Coda, hey bro, decahedron. He was quite impressed, so we'll see if we're going to be impressed after this Alpine does his lap. Ferrari Pro on the run down to, I can't even remember these corner names, to be honest. Isn't this Village? I genuinely can't remember. I know Luffield's the next one. And I know Cops, Maggots, Beckett's, Stowe. I can't even, to be honest. I'll leave the Brojacks to, yeah, he is the specialist. He has a whole list of them. And I thought he was going to use them tonight, but he is not here. Oh yeah, Hamilton Straight. I forgot we got to call it that now. Ferrari Pro was up by over a tenth in the first sector. We'll see what he can do in the middle as everyone's going out for their second runs. The majority of the field. We'll see what Jack Humphreys can do as well. Has Ferrari Pro looking still a 10th fastest in that middle sector. Man Rai flinging the car through. And he is actually up by a 10th and a half, just over 10th and a half in the middle sector. So we'll see he's getting a little bit of a tow there from the Sauber. I think I already know who that is. So looking good so far for Big Man Rai. Ferrari Pro across the line, goes onto the front row, a 25.4 as well. Man Rai rounding the final corner, and he will now go to the top by 4 1,000ths of a second over Left 4 Dead. That is a great lap there from Man Rai. Oxchillo is next to start a lap, same with Viper, just slightly behind. Jack Humphreys 2.5 tenths up. He's looking good so far. What time there is there left to find in the final sector? We'll see how this goes for him. Rounding the final corner now, burn all the battery and he will now go P4. It's very close now between these top four, all within a 10th of a second is this top four. So yeah, even top five, top six, all within a 10th of a second. So very, very close. And it's good to see that. Oxchillo, he's only 5/1000 down. Oh, big snap of oversteer though, out of Cops, and I think that might be a lot of time lost. That could be lap over. We'll see what's happening in the middle sector, but that would have been a big, big hit of time lost there. And he invalidates how much people are available. There should be two more coming. I don't know. Oh, this is fun. That's unfortunate for him at Cops. I'm trying to think who's not here. We have an Aston not here. And we also have a... We've got two Salvers. Potato goes to the top with a 25.3. Good lap. Alpine. Who's the other Alpine? It's usually Chandler's. So I don't think we were able to get reserves. I thought we were fine, but apparently we were not. So we will have just 18. Unless we get somebody to join. Potato very happy with his lap. So let's see if Lefferhead can do anything to put that happiness away. As that first banker lap was very strong for the RBTP. Fair enough, Hunter, but I don't think we're even allowed to let people reserve up 2 tiers. I think that's what the owners have established, unfortunately. Would have been quite bizarre though to see a tier 4 driver in tier 1, fair enough. As Lefty is up by, I think it was nearly half a tenth in the first sector. Anyone else? Ox is on another lap, and no, he's 7 seconds down. I think oh no, he's on none. Silly me. But this guy's not on this guy's very much on a lap. 2/10 up almost. The RBs are looking for a big haul of points tonight in order to aid their assist in their overalls. Chachi's pitting. Interesting call. I may not have said something that happened at Cops. That could have ruined his lap, but not Cops though. He would have been on for a very good lap. Hilly, he's backed out, so everyone's in the pits. It's now going to be nice and quiet in the pit lane. I need to get off this guy. My controller is vibrating for some reason. Thanks to whatever's going on in the pit stop, the pits there. Trying to remember your name from the Discord. What's your Discord name, Jinx? Because I'm trying to remember now. I literally was, if I'm correct, I think I know who it is because I was reading the messages like an hour ago or whatever, how long it was. But hopefully we can see, Liam, that's it. And good to see you joining the league, getting involved. Hope to see you out on track whenever you get assigned a tier, whatever it is. Looking forward to seeing you out on track. But yeah, it's a very fun league, that's for sure. It's a great bunch of people. I've been a part of it, this community for 2.5 years now almost. So it's been very fun and enjoyable. So happy to have you here as we get these guys ready to go out for their final runs. Some guys starting to head out onto track. JDI Mr. Thunder on an outlap along with a barn tier 2 reserve driver stepping up as well.
thought Zandvoort was already done.
Yeah, because of when, with the tier 3 timings, Baku for some reason in 2 weeks, I think it is, starts at 9:30 or like 9 o'clock, which is an hour after, well, half an hour after we start tier 3 usually. So unfortunately we can't, unfortunately we had to race Zandvoort in our first week break for tier 3 only, and then we'll get a week off. Oh, it's alright. Whatever other tracks you do TT wise, your Bahrain lap was pretty good to be honest. But keep working hard enough and I'm sure you'll fit in tier 2 just fine. Qatar next week as well, starting on Sunday for tier 4. I think this is the first time we've gone to Qatar since season 7, which isn't a pre-season track. Last season, season 8, we had it as a pre-season except for tier 1, which was re-put on the mystery wheel, and tier 1 did race there for their mystery round. But good to have Qatar back on the calendar. Abyss starting his lap now. A lot of guys will be starting their laps now, so we'll go on board with as much people as I can. I'll follow them out. Aban has retired with a 27.9. Jack Humphreys on a lap. Chillo about to start one, just warming up the tyres, getting ready to go. We'll go follow Potato at this moment in time to see how it's going in the first sector. 12,000 down. Let's see about Jack. He's 200th down. Potato. Now what can he do? Coming around down straight on towards Luffield. He's actually up on his time, so already impressive 25.343 provisional pole time. Is he going to be able to find more time to improve? Manrai starts his lap as well, along with Left 4 Dead. Ferrari Pro coming out of Maggots and Beckett's. Has he found time in the middle sector? No, he has not. He's lost a little bit of time, so he's still got more to do. Same with Jack Humphreys, only 200s down though. So what can those two do in the final sector? Viper is down on his time. Oxchillo 500s up. He needs a little bit more time. Can he do it? 700s down is Potato. Left 4 Dead. Ferrari Pro up the line. It's 4th fastest. He does not improve, I don't think. Jack Humphreys does though. He goes 4th fastest, and Viper goes to the top. It's a 25.2 for Viper. Potato's backed out. He has invalidated, and that is unfortunate for Potato. He will be quite upset about that. We'll see. Manrai, Left 4 Dead. I couldn't see their sector times. Oxchillo, he's actually a 10th.5 up on his time, so an improvement could be huge for him in terms of positions as Jono goes 3rd fastest. That's great for the man who's level on points in the championship battle with Viper. Manrai cannot improve. What about Left 4 Dead? He cannot improve. He does by 4,000. It's not enough though for any position against. He goes P5. Oxchillo goes onto the front row. It's close. 14 thousandths of a second separate them all. And Viper, the championship leader, gets pole. Oi, it's Coda. He's here. Has arrived. It's Viper on pole here at Silverstone for our 35% race in the normal layout. Oh yeah. Fair enough, look how close that is. 14 thousandths, less than a tenth, separating that top 3. Flubber P5 in the end, I did miss that, so great lap from him at the end there. But yeah, Viper getting a great lap for pole. And great turnaround after last week, considering where he finished at Baku. So good to see him back on pole. Bouncing back quite quickly after last week. Yeah, I can't remember what tier 4 pole was at Zandvoort. Actually, I can't say that they haven't raced there yet. Whoops. But tier 4 would be Yeah, I don't even know what tier 4 would be. You're probably about right, Hunter. I would not be surprised. A 9 in tier 4 is a bit ridiculous from what I can think of. Unless Rapid have already done 9s. I really don't know. But we're going to get ready for this race. It looks like it's pretty dry at the moment, but things can change. We'll see if anything does change. I'm just checking. Yeah, OBS is starting to lag a bit, but I think we'll be fine. Just let me know if the stream bugs out at all. It is bugging out on. Well, it says it's bugging out, but it doesn't look like it at the moment. But we shall see. As it should be an easy one-stop here. Medium hard. I feel like that would be the main strat. But here we go. We'll see what happens. 5 red lights for Silverstone. The first race in the normal layout. And we are underway. It's a good start there from Viper. Oxtrello getting off the line as well. He's going to have to cover off Potato as Potato looks to go around the outside into turn 1. Does he have enough grip? Can he do it? Potato does just get his nose ahead, but Oxtrello will have the inside. He's going to have to be careful not to hit Viper. As there's contact between them as Oxtrello goes spinning almost there. He saves the car, but there's going to be so much momentum and time lost. That is so unfortunate for Ox. But Viper leads, Potato second, Jono third, Flubber up to fourth from that. He's side by side with Left 4 Dead. Lefty trying to go around the outside. Flubber on the inside, into Luffield will go. Flubber's going to try hanging around the outside, but Lefty will have the better line on the inside. But does that allow Flubber to get onto the traction better? It's going to be side by side on the round down comes. No, it's not. And Lefty holds on. Interesting strategies from the field. We have some soft tyre runners and even Abyss starting on the hards. But I'm really interested to see what happened on lap 1. Turn 1, there's a contact between Ferrari Pro and Wingy Woo. Down the back they go. That's unfortunate for them, as there's been a bit of contact there. Something has happened as Wingy's crashed on the rejoin or spun. Very unfortunate. 18 laps in this race. Viper leads after lap 1's completion. Potato P2. Flubber on those soft tyres, trying to make it work. Ooh, as the crowd are going crazy at something. As a barn has spun off the track and hit the wall. Hits the advertising board, coming back on. Lots of drama here as Wingy Woo's gone for a spin on the pit entry. Oh no. And he's caused a virtual safety car. At least just come into the pits, bro. He's straight lining it and he's going to retire. Yeah. Not the start we would have wanted. That's for sure. But yeah, the race is now going into a slight halt. Drivers must stick to the delta, and we'll go racing shortly. Did we see any other soft runners pit? Lover just chooses not to. Oh, hello, Manrise coming in on those medium tyres. He is, along with the Williams of MJ Roller and ZK and the Ferrari, making the decision to come into the pits. So, and some more coming into the pits as well. So that'll be interesting to see what they do, getting a little bit of an early pit stop there and out of the way onto the hard tyres to go to the end of this race. I'm sure they should be able to make it there. Their tyres will be pretty worn, but I think they'll be able to make it to the end. There was some that did it in Tier 2 last night. I can't remember when the safety car came out, but it was I think it was on lap 1 or 2, the safety car, so. Back racing again. Viper is in the lead then. We got a bit of a DRS train all the way down to Oxchillos. Ox got a penalty. Oh, it's a drive-through. Drive-through for Ox. Things go bad to worse for the Sauber. As unfortunately for him, a drive-through penalty is not what he would have wanted. And we'll see what happens if there's any steward reports after that incident with Potato and Viper at the first braking zone on lap 1. We've got 15 laps remaining in this race. He comes in to serve that penalty, does Oxchillo. Jack Humphrey sets the fastest lap on the medium tyres. But yeah, like I said in quali, RB are looking to get a big haul of points after this race. They haven't done too well in Tier 1 this season. Lefty really been carrying the team in terms of Tier 1 with scoring the majority of their points haul. But there is an overalls fight to look for, as their lead has been cut down immensely by the likes of Haas and Red Bull. So we'll see if they can hold on. They've had a pretty good week this week from what I have seen. But can they hold on and finish this week on a high compared to the said teams in first and second at the moment? So we'll see what happens. Still a long way to go across these two races. Reverse Silverstone up next, which should be fun to see how these guys fare, especially in one-shot quali, because it'll be tricky. We've got a little bit of weaving going on there, trying to break the toe, break the slipstream. So smart call from Viper to that. I think we will see some pit stops shortly, probably about lap 7. If for the medium runners, I don't know when Flubber will pit. He's probably going to try and do as much as he can on those softs before they do die out. Next race though, in the reverse layout, it should be soft medium one stop. I will be saying that, or medium soft. Yeah. He's alright for the moment as... Oh, is that Ox? No, it's a barn. He's spun. He hit the wall, so... That's unfortunate for a barn. Yes, they're all right at the moment. It's not really helping him position game, but he's able to stick with the train, so he's doing alright at the moment. And I think he can, that's all he can do at the moment. Just stay in this DRS train for now and just wait to see if anything happens, if there's an opportunity to pass or pit when they pit, because if he's holding up, even with probably worn soft tyres at this point, considering how bad softs are on this game, then he should be okay to pit when the majority of the top 4 pit as well. And we'll see when that does happen. Position gains, how about that? We'll look at that. So, Left Dead up 3 is the most. John and Potato up 1. Jack Humphries up 2. 5 for Aussie Monero and JDR Mr. Thunder, and 7 for Andre. Andre still yet to pit, of course, along with the entire top 10, sorry. But we'll see. We'll go tyre. The hards in lap 2. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like it's best that Flubber pits though soon. Monero is doing a really good job for Tier 2 driver, so he should keep it up. Yeah, Flubber probably should pit. He should probably pit this lap, I'd say, if I was him. He's just fallen out of DRS to Left 4 Dead, so I think now's probably the perfect time to come into the pits and try get that undercut, as Barnes crashed again into the pit wall just on the pit entry. Another crash into the pit lane. And he has retired in the pits. So I've just realised Fat Cat is not racing tonight. I cannot believe I've just not seen, noticed that the entire time. He's left the session. I don't know why he's left the session, because we're going to go again very shortly. Yeah, fair call, Osgo. I'm sure we'll see that happening as Jack Humphries does get past Flubber as well. Abyss is going to look for the inside as well. They want to try to get past Flubber's dying softs as quick as he can, but surely he comes in and he does So does our second place man, third place man, and fourth place man. So they're all coming in to the pits looking to get a bit of an undercut. So we'll see what happens between Viper and Potato. That will be very interesting to see. Yeah, he's made the right call to pit and probably start on the softs. I think he's done the best he could, staying within the top 4 for as long as he did. It was about time that he did run out of tyre life, so made the right call in the end, I believe, as Ferrari Pro has retired. Another retiree. ZK gets the fastest lap on those 4-lap-old hards. They did pit early on lap 2 with that safety car, or virtual safety car. Yeah, he would be. I've actually just realised that he would have made the better call, I'd say, as Man Rai fighting Left for Dead on this lap as Lefty came out of the pits. I was not watching that, as I completely didn't realise that these guys had a chance to undercut their way back up into this battle. And now Left for Dead's going to be all over Man Rai. Going into Cops, he won't go for the move, but he's going to sit right on the back gearbox of the Aston's going to get a nice hit of dirty air. Unfortunately, that's what this game provides. And Oxcello, even with the drive-through penalty, unfortunately, he will have to pit again, being on those medium tyres. It's really unfortunate for him, but he is putting himself in this battle for now as Viper comes into this. Jack Humphrey stays out along with Abyss, so we'll see what happens to Viper here if Potato does come out ahead. Potato is in net P1 at the moment, however, the undercut might not have worked, but it most likely will. We shall see. So, undercut is extremely powerful. Is it powerful enough, though, for Potato? And he will have the pace advantage going into turn 1. And he has... Viper's gotten out of DRS, I think. He has. So, very interestingly, Viper pitting a lap later than the majority of the field has paid off better for him. That was a beautiful in-lap for Viper. Played that to perfection, and now he is in the net lead of this race and could run away with it. However, Potato's going to fight to stay within it. He goes a bit wide there. Yeah, he's used a bit of it. He is saving it through Cops. So maybe some smart ERS management as Abyss does a swap for the lead with Jack Humphreys. Surely they come into the pits this lap. Okay, no, Abyss is fine because I just realised he's on hard tyres. So, but interestingly, Jack Humphreys on the medium stays out. As, oh no, is that Flubber? It is Flubber! Oh no, after the start he had, unfortunately, he has had a moment and off the track, and it looks like it's the majority of his race over for the big points. He will still get points though, guaranteed points over on Oxcello comes into the pits to jump onto those hard tyres, and he will drop to last place, unfortunately. So, interestingly enough, Jack Humphrey's still staying out. We'll see when he does decide to pit. Any safety cars can help these two big time, as they will be able to go to the end of the race and get a free pit stop out of it, coming out ahead of the rest of the field. So I am intrigued to see when Jack will pit, but we shall see if it'll be this lap or if he will continue on. We shall see. Stays out again. Losing in time, but he stays out. Potato gets past Jono. I didn't see Jono get past Potato. Apologies for that, but so Potato moves back past him as they are out of DRS range from Viper. So 5 are set to grab the win here at this point in time. It's been great. Great driving from him so far. Job not done yet though. Still 9 laps to go in this race. Yeah, he's looking to hit onto mediums or softs at the end. I feel like he's got to go mediums though, because I feel like unless he can get those hards really far, I just don't see the softs being that helpful. Oh yeah, I just realised what he said. Cannot do that, I'm afraid. And he will decide to come into the pits along with Jack Humphries. Great stint from these two. Not that obvious, right? Oh no! And that has not paid off for him. All of that, and it's going to ruin his race. Abyss gets a 10-second penalty for speeding in the pits. That is very, very unfortunate, I have to say. And that will hurt the Red Bull team principal. Jumps onto the mediums. Jack Humphries goes onto the hards. I'm really interested as to why has Jack stayed out so long. Because he's now going to come out behind ZK in 9th. He's going to have fresher tyres, yes. But when he's in DRS, he can jump past. But then he's got to gain, what's 3.5 seconds to catch back up to his teammate on the same amount of tyres. Same compound, but slightly fresher. It's 4 laps, but we'll see if it pays off. We'll see what happens. As Abyss gets past ZK on those medium tyres, looking to make the most of this race, whatever is left in it for him. That 10-second penalty is not going to help him out in the slightest at the end, but we now got the battle for P2 here, as Oxchar gets a penalty for track limits. His race is pretty much over in the end anyway. 15th. Unfortunately didn't get that drive through. It's just not a good first race for him. Hopefully he can turn it around in the reverse. Coming up next, so stay alive in the stream if you're watching, all the 13 viewers, because we still have more racing to follow after this with one shot quali and then another 25% race. It'll be 13 laps. There's Abyss up the inside of Manrai, and he now moves ahead up to 5th place on track. Okay. MJ Roller having a very good race, I've just realised. Oh, here comes Jack Humphries on the outside of ZK. A nice move there from the reserve. A nice move there from him, getting the job done up to 8th. No lag, please. That would be greatly appreciated. I dropped something on the ground and now I can't even see it. That's what I'll worry about later. I literally heard it drop and I saw it drop. I just don't know where it went. It's fine. Should be right. So Viper